Hey gamers, my name's Gil, and today we're looking at Enshrouded Update 5, Pact of the Flame. Update 5. Greetings, Flameborn. We're thrilled to bring you Pact of the Flame, a new update designed to enhance your Enshrouded experience with some long requested social features, as well as numerous new possibilities for builders and a bunch of gameplay improvements and additions. We've also updated a slew of locations and points of interest across the world, and as always, a bunch of miscellaneous other fixes and improvements. All right. First, social features. Many of you have asked for better ways to communicate with friends and strangers, so we've added a bunch of new social features. Text chat. Enshrouded now supports in-game text chat in multiplayer sessions. No more spelling out your Discord name in blocks to make new friends. Hosts or servers can toggle it on and off as needed. Feature is set off by default. Players can individually select each other and mute their messages. Okay, so basically we can type to each other now, which is great. Great addition. Voice chat. Voice chat can now be enabled by hosts or server admins. I did not expect them to add voice chat. Feature is set off by default, so make sure you enable it. When enabled, there are two modes: proximity voice chat or server wide. Okay. That makes going to other people's servers way more interesting. That totally changes the game as far as roleplay aspects. That's insane. And in sound settings, players can mute their microphone, use push to talk, or open. Okay, thank goodness. If it was proximity chat with everybody on open mic, that would be bad. But good they added those options. Sounds like they're going to be implementing voice chat in a good way and not the awful way that some games do. Looking at you, World of Warcraft. Social Hub, as mentioned above, a new tab has been added in game menu called Social. The social menu displays all players currently in the game world, and players can adjust audio and text settings. Okay, that's excellent. It is also possible to see everyone's server permissions and locate their position. Ooh, locate their position on the world map. That's pretty cool. No more looking for Steve. Okay. Yeah, that's great, especially if you're playing with a lot of people and you want to hang out with someone in particular. Yeah, that's awesome. Emotes. A new emote wheel offers emote animations. The wheel is opened by the key or button that was previously mapped to the sitting action. X is default, D-pad down on the controller, which is now integrated into the emote wheel. Okay. All right, I put a short out this morning showcasing the emote wheel. That's excellent. Excellent. We wanted emotes, and we have a bunch. Now they have a foundation they can expand on. That's great. That's a prime example of Keen listening to their player base, which is awesome. Building improvements. We continue to be stunned by the creativity of our community. Gil's Boxer Barn. I know it. So we thought it would be a good idea to enhance our building tools a bit with some shiny new features. First-person camera for building. When using the construction hammer, select a prop for placement or equipping one of the new building tools. The camera can now be toggled to first person. All right. I actually prepared a bit for that. Look at this. Check this out. Ooh, first person. Now we can actually see what we're doing. Because before, if you were trying to build like this, it was really annoying. But now you can see. Another beautiful enhancement. And hopefully, you know, if enough people ask for it, they'll give us a first-person game mode. That would be insane. I mean, look how much cooler everything looks in first person. You can come in here, you know. Look at that. Could hang out with this guy. I would love just a straight first-person game mode. That would be sick. All right. Full rotation control for props. Props can now be rotated in all axes instead of just the vertical axis. Please note this is new functionality and only available for decorative furniture and similar props. Furniture and interactive props such as the altar, beds, benches, chairs, thrones, toilets, and similar can only be rotated on the vertical axis as they were before. Same with building blocks. All right, I prepared for this too. Check this out. I've got some nice floating vases here. Now, let's see if I pick one up. You can see, oh, maybe I have to leave first person mode. Okay, I can pick this up. So now when you go to place it here in the bottom right, you'll see that you can R plus right click for fine tune rotation. All right, and now T and scroll wheel lets you turn it. G and scroll wheel lets you turn it the other way. And then, yeah, you can also do Q plus right click to move it up and down, which is how I've created these floating vases here. So if you wanted to, you know, make an upside down sculpture, you can. That's pretty neat. More customization is always welcome. New tool overgrowth editing. A new building tool has been added to the crafting progression. When equipped, it allows adding and removing various overgrowth materials such as ivy to and from building blocks. New overgrowth tool can be crafted at the farmer NPC with materials from the Revelwood area. I didn't prepare anything for this, but as far as I know, we can craft hanging moss and whatnot, which is pretty neat. Let me see. I'll check the farmer real quick. Hey, lady, you got anything neat for me here? I don't have the stuff. But we'll check that out in a later video. Same with new tool building block decay. If your building looks too good and you want to make it old and decrepit, a new building tool allows adding or removing ruined block visuals at the edges of building walls. The new decay tool can be crafted at the collector NPC with materials from the Nomad Highlands. So, if you want your base to look dilapidated, there you go. Food, drinks, and potion placements. A new type of prop consisting of plates, boards, coasters allows the decorative placement of a vast selection of food, drink, and potion items. Finally, dinner tables can have dinner on them. They can be crafted at the farmer NPC when wood planks are unlocked. Okay, so now we can put food on our tables. Perfect for role players out there. More stuff is always good. More stuff. Nobody is sad about more stuff. And on that note, new props and materials. More than 70 new or previously unavailable props are now accessible for crafting and placing into the player base. This is the perfect time to try out new placement rotation option. Some of the new props are new leather sofas, various statues, sturdy doors, including a massive vault door, which, ooh, we can make a big bank for our stuff instead of all of our, instead of this right here, instead of this. Also, I saw a new chest. There's a silver chest. Either I'm blind or it's new. I don't know. All right, let's see. New set of braziers and lamps. That's pretty neat. Numerous home decor props such as baskets, pots, and buckets. New types of room decorations such as room dividers and sigils as wall decor. 2 new building materials. There's a new yellow variation of the stained glass building blocks and a new stone wall terrain material. Okay. Maybe, I think the yellow variation is what we saw in the update teaser video. And the stone wall, I'm not sure what that is. I haven't seen anything about that yet. Quest introduces a new trader for vanity items and decorative props while we celebrate the new Lunar New Year. The trader will also stay as a permanent villager for the player base if invited by the Flameborn. Okay, so we get a new person for vanity items. Skills can now be individually reset in the skill tree. Ooh, that's a crazy one. That's super helpful. I guess we have to do it at the altar still. Reskill. Ah, yeah. So you can reskill all you want now. Just drop this. Oh, that's great. That's a huge improvement over the previous system. Thank you, Keen. Thank you, Keen. Thanks, Keen. That's what we wanted. Visual parry indications have been added to enemies that didn't show the parry opportunity before. Huge. More visual clarity is awesome. And a visual parry opportunity indicator has been added to enemy projectiles that can be parried. Okay, both of these, huge win. Huge win, as the parry system was probably the worst part of the combat system before. Hopefully this will help that out with some better visual fidelity. A new farming animal can be tamed in the Kindle Waste. Get ready for the Dune Armadillo. Okay. All right. We get armadillos. I don't know what they're going to give, if they give anything. But more little pets is always great. I mean, look at this little guy. Look at him. Hey, I'm trying to pet you. Hey, get out of the doorway. Yeah. See who's a good boy. Let's see what else here. Several bugs and glitches have been addressed for pathfinding behavioral issues for villagers and farm animals during their daily routine. I keep having bunnies show up on my roof, so that's good. Dodge and blink can now be activated earlier during wand attacks to align the availability of defensive moves. Okay, so you don't get stuck in wand animations as much. Perfect. Magic was probably one of the weaker sides of the game, so helping out with the wanding helps. Okay. Game world updates. Several sediments and points of interest have been reworked and expanded significantly. Among others, the following locations have been updated: Saline Quarry, Moth Grove, Netherton, Foxchase, Rookmore, Fenris Farm, Morwenna, Rooseneck, Cloverbrook Farm, Mistbury Catacombs, and the Springlands. Several new settlements have been added. The Enshrouded Ruins of Mid Hollow, a new farm location, Wistful Fields, various new camp locations. Several topology improvements have been added to the Springlands biome. Visuals of the Shroud Overgrowth have been updated. Many locations in the Blackmire. Okay, so they improved combat encounters. A new location called Event Honor Hall has been added. Location, it houses the names of the winners of the Halloween building contest. Okay, so they updated the world with more stuff, and more stuff is always good. So we have more settlements, changed settlements, more combat encounters, a recognition of their the winners of the building contest, which is awesome. Great when games add in-game stuff for this. Sound improvements, new sound occlusion, sound sources behind other objects or terrain play correctly subdued now. Okay. That's great, because I keep the yaks and the chickens in the basement, and their hollering was kind of loud. Added new and unique sounds at various areas in the UI. Equipping and unequipping items now plays a sound corresponding to the material of the item. Notification sounds are now more varied. Upgrading weapons now different depending on the level of the upgrade. Added new sliders for sound options to accommodate the new voice feature. Yes, we all have that one friend that's always way too loud. All right, let's just real quick. Let's see here. Okay, we got a bit. We're floppy. Whoosh, little whoosh. Okay, we like that. We like that. Okay, this is just data dump here. Fixed ring drops, fixed some loot tables, fixed some stuff with controller. The taming timer is no longer aborted when sneaking away from an animal that's currently occupied with eating food. Okay, so they made taming a little easier. Yep. Multiple things making taming easier. They made sneaking from wildlife easier. Yeah. Okay, just a bunch of stuff to make taming better, which is great because I had a heck of a time with the mountain goats or the frizzy goats. Animals no longer push each other while you're petting them. That's cool. They can no longer eat food through solid walls. I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. You should always put your food next to your friendly guys anyways. Fixed additional cases of villagers deciding to continuously run in a tiny circle. Okay, you know, maybe they wanted exercise. Fixed a few instances of nests for fell enemies. Basically just a bunch of bug fixes here. Fixed enemy arrows and bolts passing through solid props. The strength of obsidian building material. Guess obsidian wasn't hard enough, so it's even harder now. The texture streaming. Okay, so textures should load better now. That's great. That was one of the major uglinesses in the game before, was textures not loading all the time. Fix the player's ability to steer the direction while falling. Okay, well, you can do stuff while you fall. All right, guys, that's it for Enshrouded Update 5. If you enjoyed the video, please like, drop a comment, and hit that bell so you don't miss any future content. Peace out and game on.